Hi Alan.
Hello there, Alex. Nice to see you.
Welcome to myRockworld. We have an exclusive interview with you. You're just on the tour with Kinking, supporting your new CD, Standing in the Shadows.
Yes.
It's great to be here in Ingolstadt, and we like to start with the first question.
Alan, your second Kinking album, Standing in the Shadows, just been released. Has the album title have any special meaning to you?
Well, it does have a little bit of a special meaning to me. I think it was something that I decided to title the album because of the sort of we've been struggling and playing for a long time, and we've been sort of slogging it out, paying our dues, as you would say, for a long time. And I think this message was just to say we've been standing in the wings and in the shadows for too long, and now it's our time to shine.
Second question: have you got specific songs on this new CD going most to your heart, and why?
Well, I mean, I always when I write songs, I always write from the heart. Anyway, it always means something to me. All of the songs mean something emotionally to me or personal to me as well.
Which one is your favorite?
Wow, I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know if I have a favourite. I'm happy with all of them. Obviously, there's a few things in there that have a slight different sort of meaning about. For instance, there's one song called "One More Time Around" that's and the lyrics are about someone battling through cancer and coming through and being okay and becoming a stronger person.
Okay. Next question. You have started with the Nimmo brothers.
Yes.
What is the difference between the Nimmo brothers and Kinking music?
Well, obviously, there's the obvious difference is the introduction of the keyboards for Kinking, which allowed me to take the songwriting in a little bit of a different direction, rather than with Nimmo Brothers. It's all about guitar, and we can do the sort of the classic rock type sort of Thin Lizzy and Free, that kind of idea, that kind of thing for the band, where it's two guitars, sort of hard hitting. So whereas with the keyboards for Kinking, it's a little more. I can probably get the best from my voice and my songwriting, which is a bit more soulful, so than the raw edge of what my brother sings. So it helps that way. So, and it also separates the two bands too. Takes us in both different directions too.
You have named Thin Lizzy and Free. Is this your favorite style also of music?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, I'm a huge lover of blues. I mean, guys from T-Bone Walker to B.B. King, Peter Green, and of course Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimmy Vaughan. I mean, all those guys. But I am a big rock fan too, a classic rock fan. One of the we talked about it a moment ago. One of the first things I heard when I was very young that got me really interested in music and guitar playing and things like that was my mother played me Fire and Water by Free. And I heard that when I was about 8 or 9, and just that was it. Blew me away. Paul Kossoff was immediately my favourite guitar player, and still is to this day.
So we had on the new LP, on the new album, Standing in the Shadows, there are two really great covers. One is Heavy Load from Free. This is from the Fire and Water album, where we spoken sometimes ago. It's from 1970.
Yeah.
So. The next one is Jealousy, which is also a very, very great song, and it's from Frankie Miller.
Yes.
How you choose these songs, especially because it is 70 songs?
Well, not particularly because they're 70 songs. They're great songs. I wanted to do something on the album which I wanted to put one or two covers on the album. I think it's a nice bit of familiarity for people, and it also showcases your own influence, you know, to the fans of Kinking. So it lets people see what influences me and what I listen to, and it was a great, for me it was just also a mark of respect for the people that I grew up listening to and learned from, and of course Paul Rodgers and Free, obviously one of my favourite bands, and indeed many people's. But Frankie Miller was an absolutely outstanding singer, and very much in the Paul Rodgers vein as well when he sang. And he's a Glasgow man. He's from Scotland and Glasgow, and he's a great influence and a great inspiration to a lot of young Glaswegian artists coming up and playing music. And I think what connects me to it greatly is it's so emotional. Free Frankie Miller, I mean, all those guys, they sang and played with passion.
Very authentic also.
You know, very passionate performers, and that's the skills I learned coming up as a young musician.
Okay. Talking about your band name, Kinking. It's a very unusual band name. How come you choose that band name?
Well,
is there any meaning on it?
Well, I mean,
you wanted to top Queen.
yeah. Wanted to get above Queen with two names.
Queen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, King is it means a lot to us because for us it was a mark of respect to all the kings of blues. Albert King, B.B. King, Freddie King, all those guys. There was a little bit of respect to those guys, and telling people that no matter what we write, what you hear from our albums, that our roots are steeped in blues, and always will be. And there's also there was I'm sure that everyone listening will know a band called the Red Devils, who toured in Europe extensively for a short period before, unfortunately, Lester Butler, the frontman of that band, tragically died. But that band were probably one of the foremost greatest blues bands of recent years. Yes. And they named their album, the title of their album was Kinking, which was named after a blues club in Los Angeles, which burned to the ground, I think, and is sadly no longer there. But all of that just pieced together with the showing a mark of respect to all our peers and all of our influences, and telling people that no matter what you get, we come from a blues background, and also it was a kind of cool name, I thought.
You grew up with the blues, really?
Yes.
Is it in your family, or?
Well, once again, it was
Really?
my mother. My mother is to this day. Well, she's her favourite band now is Kinking, of course, and Nimmo Brothers. But my mother is a great, fantastic blues fan, and she introduced myself and my brother to a whole host of blues music, like Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, Eric Clapton with Derek and the Dominoes, B.B. King live at the Regal. All these albums and LPs were in our house, and my mum always used to put the records on, and she would always say, listen to this.
She also playing guitar?
No, she was just a great fan of that style of music. And she did get to see Free.
When do you
so
get
jealous.
When do you get your first guitar?
When I was, I think, around 12. Yeah, I had it was a Les Paul copy made from Hondo. And it was, honestly, you could throw it from the top of a building, and it would just bounce down the street. It would never break. It was a great guitar. And then when I was 15, I got the wine red Les Paul standard that I use now, and I've had that ever since.
Great.
Okay. Any other instruments you have played before your first guitar?
Guitar was the first instrument, and pretty much the only instrument I dedicated myself to. I like to think I dabble in drums now and again, but only for fun. But no, I'm a guitar player.
Did you take lessons, or just hearing by music?
No, I literally just listened to music and messed around until
Cool.
I thought it sounded like what I was listening to.
Okay. Next question. What do you think about music and what's going on in the world in general?
Well, I think
Because it's a lot of changings for download generations and all that stuff.
well, I mean, I don't think I think there's still a lot of people in the world who don't realise quite the power of music. Music has the ability to create and install and bring out a whole host of emotions in people, and it can be very, very powerful. And I wouldn't talk about politics. I wouldn't talk about the state of the current economy. I'm a lover of music, and for me that's where I want to spend my time, just writing, playing, performing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything musically you haven't done yet, but you still want to do it one day? So sort of a dream come true finally.
I would love to stand on stage and play with ABBA.
Really, with ABBA? Okay. So you will be with a reunion concert. You want us to say that there's a reunion concert?
I've spent years, learning those dance moves. Yeah, I can do that. No. There's still there's plenty more for Alan Nimmo and Kinking to achieve in the music world. There's lots more to do. We just take it step by step, though. We just want to keep creating good music that people can enjoy, that we can enjoy, and one thing's for sure, that nothing that will ever come from my hand or will be fake.
Yeah.
I just write from the heart, perform from the heart, and I think that's probably something that sustains everyone who lasts in a long time in this business, because it's real. People believe it. If you believe in it, other people will believe in it, and if you're genuine about it, and people will see that, and hopefully in 20 or 30 years time, people will still know the name Kinking.
That's a good thing. Imagine you were live on a radio station and the DJ asks you spontaneously, what you want to hear? My other artist, my song, not too unknown, please. This would go like, hi, this is, and I would love to hear.
Do it as a radio station ID.
Okay.
You can choose any kind of song, but not too unknown.
Hi, well, I would say, hi, this is Alan from Kinking, and you're on Bizarre FM. And I would love to hear Purple Rain by Prince.
You have another one, maybe?
Do you know what? I would, more and more, I would love to hear things that used to get played on radio. I would love to hear "Oh Well" by Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, there
Can you do this one as a radio ID? Hi, this is Alan from Kinking. I would like to hear.
Okay. Hi, this is Alan from Kinking, and I would love to hear "Oh Well" by Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alan.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome,
Alan.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Have a great
Thank
concert.
you. Yes,
Bye.
we'll try our best.